Welcome everybody. Just give me a second. I gotta find my music here. There we go. We are playing. Let me know, how are the volumes? Can everyone hear me all right? Can you hear the music all right? Nice ratio, mixture between the two. Nothing's overpowering the other one too well. Minus this. So here we are, the Rabid Mining website. I did a little bit of upgrades to it. It's looking a little better than it previously was. Let me just get a little zoom function in here so we can actually look at our crypto prices. So there's our crypto prices. Sitting at USD, I find this a lot easier than Coin360 because I can just quickly hit and boom, we are updated already with the Canadian price. So it's really easy to swap between USD, Canadian, and Euro based on the coins that I currently mine and watch. So it doesn't have all the cryptos in here. It's only the coins that I'm looking at myself, like BTC, ETH, Raptorium, Ergo, XMR, XLA, Veruscoin, Raven, Doge, CFX, Ethereum Classic, Chia, CTXC, SHIB. I just have SHIB in there because I got like 12 million SHIB sitting there for, who knows, in 10 years it might do something, but most likely it won't. But it's still there. So we also have 88. I do gotta do a quick roll call here before we get into any of the stuff. It has been an exciting couple days, especially for us CPU miners out there. So we got, hey, Doge Lord, what's happening? Welcome, David Levingwell, D Lef, Golden Wolf, J-Rad, Dream Crypto Mining, Fudweiser as always. Crypto Noob UK, Raptorium, welcome. Thanks for showing up, Raptorium, on this Saturday. Dave Collins, what? Thomas Tran, MC, what's happening? Do we have Nicholas Olson, and I believe, oh, we got some Panawa, oh, I cannot say that name. Paulelipipi? Sorry, man, I know I butchered it. Gallo Salmi, Linus Last Folk, and that everyone. Tains, what's happening? Welcome. So yeah, Dave Collins, I sound fine. Great. So here we are looking at some prices. Stream quality on my end looks like it's a little bit choppy. I am currently mining with my GPU still. I did last stream last week there and it seemed okay, but I don't know if it's affecting it this time. It's saying I have a good connection, but it looks a little blurry to me. So how's it looking on your guys' end? Sweden, Linus, oh nice, welcome. So it's been an exciting week here. We're going to talk about some CPU mining. If you guys are CPU mining, I do have a poll up there, so please vote. Do you consider CPUs an effective way to mine crypto? We do have 71% saying yes, 3% saying no. We have 10% saying CPUs are trash, so I don't know if, oh, it just dropped down to 9%, so I don't know if, you know, someone just jumped in, hit the button, and took off. That could be a great possibility. We got 18% up in the air. So who knows, by the end of this stream, possibly you guys will be swapping your mines over to CPU mining. More importantly, currently, most likely Raptorium, because that does seem to be currently the most profitable coin to mine, and it is a great coin. And obviously, honestly, I hope it really sees a great future here because it's still an early project. It's only a couple years old. Once they get, you know, some dApps and everything added onto it, smart contracts, who knows what could happen. Endless possibilities. We could go to the moon on Raptorium. Let's all hope so. But I saw a little article here this morning, which I thought was quite interesting. So NVIDIA is slipping faulty RTX 3070. I do have to swap over my screen here so you guys can actually see this. And I'm getting pop-ups all over the place. These darn websites. Hold on. I'll get the right screen for you guys right here. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can see it. So NVIDIA slips faulty RTX 3070 Ti dies into the RTX 3060. Now these ones are not out yet, so there is a new 3060 model that will be coming soon. And pretty much what they mean by this, I skimmed through this Reddit, so I'm just going to pretty much tell you what it's all about here. Is they got 3060 Ti's, they used the 104 dies and unannounced. So yeah, and the original, where does it say here? It's something about, I think 106 dies or something is what's currently in the 3060s. So we all know silicon lottery and everything. So it turns out a bunch of dies going into the 3070 Ti GPUs. They're not up to par. You know, the silicon lottery is bad. So instead of, you know, throwing them out or wasting them or something, they're going to throw those into a new RTX unannounced GeForce 3060 model. So there's going to be some 3060s out there with 3070 Ti dies inside. So what does that mean for performance? Will they be a little better? I'm not 100% sure here. Here they kind of explain it a little bit better. The 3060 right here is based on the GA106 die. However, the new variant reportedly utilizes a GA104 die, which is the silicon that utilizes the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti, 3070, and 3070 Ti. The new version probably won't arrive with a different model name, so we'll just refer to it as the GeForce 3060 GA104 for simplicity's sake. So they go over all the dies and everything. So pretty much dies that weren't up to par for the higher up models of their cards, they're just going to reuse them and put them into a new version of an RTX 3060. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I wanted to share that for you guys. Is yet again another model is coming out in the 3060 range. So pretty crazy here what they are trying to do with this GPU shortage. They're also trying to release what is it, the 2060 in like 10 gigabytes of RAM or something. So they're making like a 10 gigabyte version of the 2060 to help out with the supply shortage as well. So I don't know how that's going to play out or anything, what the price is going to be. Obviously it's going to be way overpriced most likely, but well, we'll see what happens with that. We do have some questions. Which CPU on the market gets the highest hash rate? Seems the most info available on CPU is generally the Ryzen. You have three, but it's the Ryzen 9 is the 3900X, not the Ryzen 3. But it's the 3000 series. Why is that? Now, the reason why I usually talk about the 3900 series and stuff is because it's like 2 gens old, right? Because the current gen, or its last gen, the current gen is the 5000 series, and the 3000 and 5000 series, for the most part, get the same hash rates. Now, the reason why I prefer the 3000 series is because it's older. So gamers and everybody are upgrading to the newest, because a lot of people always want the newest and best thing. So the 3000 you can get for a lot cheaper for pretty much the same performance. So that's why I always recommend the 3000 series. You try to get everything for as cheap as possible to drop that ROI value right down. I just got my first 3900X. Nice, good stuff here. Okay, next on the what to mine, let's just take a look at our profits. The other day we did do our mining profits. Now Raptorium did see a nice little pump, so I got the same numbers here. So I'm going to use my 64,918 Raptorium that I did mine last week, and we're going to take a look of what that actually looks like right now. So we're making, so technically, because we hodled it all, we didn't spend it or sell it or anything, that's $122 for the week. I'm going to jump into a calculator here right quick. Calculator, blah, blah, blah. I totally butchered that. Whatever. So now we are going to take that number. So 122, we're going to leave the cents out. 122, I am going to times that by 4 just to make a monthly average here. That's $488 for the month. USD. Now, I am from Canada, so it's even more. So I'm just going to convert this over here right quick. Where is Canadian funds? Right there. Here we are. So that's $155 for the week. That's pretty insane, actually. Think about CPUs, and a lot of people don't want them. So 155 times 4. That is now $620. Now, that's almost ROI. Well, it's not ROI because I said I have 6 of them rolling on this. So it's not one, but I could potentially mine. And, you know, I like to add the ROI. Once you get more and more, obviously you mine more and more as you go. So you can start buying rigs, paying off rigs faster and faster. So right now we're slightly over a month. Like I said, it's $800 to $1,000 depending on the deal you find. Usually I found a complete rig you can build for about $800. So right simple here, Canadian 800 divided by 620 is obviously, whoa, why do I have a 12 there? I totally butchered that. I'm butchering everything. But it's like a month and a week. So like 1.1, 1.2 is what I worked out previously. Don't look at my nice calculator skills because I just totally butchered that out. Smash that button. Yes. Which button? You forgot to say like in that, buddy. Modern Prospector, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Okay, so our plant pool. Let's take a look at this. Difficulty. Raptorium difficulty is definitely going up. Usually it's in the 4 to 5.5 mega hash. Now, last couple of days, you can see here, look at that. It went almost up to 8 mega hash. Going insane. Look at this. We are sitting currently at 7.13 mega hash of the network. So yes, the difficulty is going up on Raptorium. More people are starting to mine it, or the same people are just putting more CPUs on it. Either way it goes. Yesterday, I almost did not make my 9,000 payment. I had my workstation off for most of the day, and I just got my payout. It says 9 hours ago at 9,019, and you can see before here it's 9,100, 92, 94. So yeah, I almost did not make my payout yesterday, but we did make it. But the difficulty is definitely starting to come up here, and it's making things a little bit harder. Obviously, we need some more CPUs to boost that back up again. Workers, I am using this in HiveOS. Scroll up, I'll make this a little bit bigger. A lot of you guys seen in that video, I am running this now, my 3900X Ryzen CPUs now without any GPUs at all. They're booting up, running Hive, no problem with my MSI X470 motherboards. and they're running just fine in Hive OS. You can see here we are. Now we only are paying 30 cents per rig. And when they're coming on profitability on top of GPUs, that's pretty darn cheap. Now I'm really curious what's going to happen when Ethereum does go to proof of stake. Say a lot more people are mining with CPUs. Are they going to start charging more for a CPU? I really don't know what's going to happen in the future. As well as with their Hive on pool, you can pay for Hive if you're mining ETH or Ethereum Classic. But in the future, we know Ethereum will no longer be mineable. Also, ETC will no longer be mineable. And why is my screen black? Are you guys seeing a black screen, or are we loading up good for you guys? Let me know if the stream is having errors for you, because I see loading screen on my stream here. I got CL14. Should I use 16, 32 gig RAM on each? For mining, you do not need to go up to 32 gigabytes of RAM. You are just fine. You do not. Probably 8 gigabytes would probably just be fine. I use 16 because it's just a nice thing. I got 2 sticks of 18. If you saw my test there, the Ryzen test, be sure to check that out. I found like the nice sweet spot for efficiency and everything on the 3900X was CL14 RAM. Like I said, each stick was 8 gigabytes, so I had 16 gigabytes total. 2 sticks, no XMP profile. I clocked my cores at 3.6 gigahertz, and I was running everything at 1 volt. Now you might be able to get away at 0.95 volts. I'm gonna check that out. You might be able to drop the power down a little bit more, but we were averaging 97 watts per rig, so that is pretty efficient. Yeah. Oh, okay. The little one had to tell me something. Sorry, guys. But yeah. So now I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, 97 watts. That's pretty insane. So let's take a look. What's a 3070? So we're looking at 6 3070s right now. So for the same amount of power of my 6 rigs there on Kapow, because we're going to compare this to Ravencoin, because Ethereum is still way up in the air at $22 here. But we're looking at 1,080 watts mining Ravencoin with 6 3070s. Now I'm going to go into here again. We're averaging about 9,500 per day. So let me just check that out. 9,500 at USD, US dollar. So we're at $17.86. D left. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. Can you break down a list of all parts needed to set up a CPU rig from CPU all the way down to power supply? Also, how did you set up a rig for 800 Canadian? I'm definitely going to be looking into a video. I can go through that for sure right now, and we'll also, I plan on making a video because it seems like there's a lot more people that do want to start getting into CPUs. And if you guys seen any of my past videos or live streams, then you will see that we kind of did a workaround at looking at GPUs, and after Ethereum does move to proof of stake, 3080s and cards with the hash rate that's coming in, at least for a little while, you could be losing due to power. You could be losing 4 to 6 cents. So unless Ravencoin and Ergo and everything sees dramatic price jumps, you could be losing money when it comes to mining on those other coins. Again, it is way too early and there's a lot of speculation, but CPUs will not be affected by that hash rate merge unless everyone sells all their GPUs and buys CPUs, and then we're in the same boat, which would reverse everything and turn it back to being CPUs or GPUs being profitable again. But that's a whole different crazy scenario altogether. Let's get back into this. So 9,500 Raptorium per day, $17.86. So now we're gonna jump right back in there. So $17.86. Here's 6 3070s. We are on par with mining. Well, with Rio here, but here, whoa, where's Ravencoin? Did it just die? $15. So we are a couple dollars ahead of Ravencoin on a CPU. Ergo is at 18. We are ahead of Ergo on a CPU mining Raptorium than we are with 6 3070s right now. Remember, when Ethereum 2.0 does come into play and the hash rate hits these coins, like Ergo will probably drop to 0 minus 5 cents, because Ergo hash rate is going up to 32. Remember, from Ethereum, you're almost doubling your hash rate. We were looking at something like a 25 times hash rate increase across the Ergo, which is like a 25 times difficulty increase. So yeah, we're looking at massive dramatic drops here. Ravencoin looked like you'd be in the red. We're already more profitable. Who knows how long this Raptorium pump will last, but who knows how much further it could go. Like, imagine if Raptorium did hit $1, if it hit $2, like, we're looking at some endless possibilities here. We have no idea what's going to happen. Crypto is crypto, and CPUs are looking pretty insane right now. Now, D-Left, back to your question here. Looking through, how did I get it? Well, Obviously, we got to look at every market. I'm going to start here with Kijiji, which is in Canada here, my local market. So first you want to find your local buy and sell type of place. I'm going to look up a 3900X and see if anybody's actually selling any right now. Boom, 3900X. What do we got here? Here's a 3900X, 525. Here, that's just a cooler. Here's one right here, $460. So there's 460. Now let's look up 750 watt power supply. PSU. You can go, I think you can probably use as low as like 500 watts, 400 watts. I'm not even sure how low ATX uses. I'm trying to talk to Parallelminer to get them to make CPU mining breakout boards, you know, up to like 4 to 6. That way you can run, actually technically you could if I can get them to make it up to like maybe 10, because if we're only using like 95 watts plus, I go plus minus of 200-300, you could fit like say 6 of them. 6 of them would be a nice number at 200 watts a piece. Then you can get up to like 1200 watts worth on one power supply. So if I can get them to create a breakout board for CPU mining, I've been talking about a couple months, but now things are picking up on it. That could be a great possibility, and I really hope it comes into play. Other hand, people in my Discord, I got some guys, they use Pico switches. I'm looking into finding some Pico switches so I can actually run 6 pins onto there. That way, again, run one server power supply instead of a whole bunch of ATXs. That will dramatically drop the cost of these rigs as well. I'm looking into more future options for powering, but currently, yes, I am using ATX power supplies, 750 watt EVGAs, because I found them for decent prices. But right now, you always want to go gold, 750G plus. This one might be okay, but it's not the greatest. There's 150. I actually got my G3s for cheaper than this. I found them for 90 bucks. So this isn't really a great deal right now. So the used market isn't looking too good. Here's a 750 watt for 115 possibly. Here's a bunch of power supplies for your mining project. These look pretty cheap. Look at that, 25 bucks. Who knows what the fine print in there is? 40 bucks for a 1000 watt right here. Again, that involves the breakout boards, Pico switches, and everything. I might look into possibly looking at that guy. Looks like a bunch of Parallelminer PSUs anyway. He's probably just reselling, or something's going on there, or they're broken, no idea. But yeah, check your used markets, check Amazon, check anywhere, pretty much anywhere you can think of. Facebook, any type of used markets, check it out. Be sure to make sure when you do look at it, I recommend to pull the CPU out, not out of the plastic, but look at it, make sure no pins are bent. You never know if someone's trying to sell you something faulty. As for a complete list here, let me just think what you need. You need obviously your 3900X. In my builds, this is exactly what I use. Ryzen 3900X CPUs. And then I use the Flare RAM from Newegg. G-Skill CL14 Flare RAM. They seem to be decently priced. The RAM prices have been going up, so it's not as cheap as it used to be. I used to get them for 120. Now it's like 160 plus shipping, so almost 200 bucks per set of RAM. But you can get away with only using one stick. You don't lose too much performance. But again, the sweet spot is 2 sticks of RAM. That way you are running them in dual channel mode. And remember, non-XMP profile. Don't overclock your RAM because it just starts using too much power. But what else do you need? You need your power supply. You need your motherboard. I use the X470 motherboards, MSI Gaming Maxes. We can take a look at those right quick here. Let's see. MSI Gaming Max X470. These are the motherboards I use right here. X470. There's some on Amazon right now for 137. These are the exact motherboards I use. I use this on all my rigs, except for the one rig. I do have an Asus X570 gaming something. I don't know, Asus gaming one, because it was cheaper, but really, or it was on sale. It's a more expensive motherboard, but it was on sale. And X470 or 570s actually use more power than the X470s, and it had one less PCI slot. So you do have 6 PCI slots on this X470. So if you decided to slap some GPUs on here as well, this could turn into a CPU as well as a GPU mining rig. And another thing I'd like to point out, the stock cooler is 100% fine when mining Raptorium, XMR, and everything, because we are undervolting and only running at 3.6 for a nice efficiency rate. Your temperatures are only sitting like 45 to maybe 55 degrees, depending on your ambient temperature, but I did not see high temperatures. AMD does recommend for 24/7 use on the 3900X CPUs to be running that. They are safe to be running around 85 to 90 for constant 24/7 use. So we are well under what AMD recommends for temperatures. So that's a great thing. The stock cooler, you do not have to, unless you have free power and you really want to crank your CPU up to like 4.2, 4.3 at like 1.25, 1.3 constant voltage, you're definitely, then you will need like an NHD 15 cooler or an AIO or something. But again, doing that uses way too much power. You lose your efficiency like crazy. But if you got free power or solar, then why not? You can go that route as well and just maximize everything out. Everyone is limited to where they are depending on power price. A lot of people pay power a lot cheaper than other people. Is it still worth mining on 8th gen i7? As for Intel CPUs, I am not 100% sure how well they do. Last I checked, Intel CPUs are not the greatest miners. Unless you got like the server grade type of CPUs, like their Exxon series and whatnot. Their high core ones, I believe they're really good for like Veruscoin and stuff. I do not have any to test out on actual Raptorium and stuff, so I cannot say how great they are, but usually the Intel CPUs, especially consumer grade CPUs, are not the greatest for mining and not really worth it. But when it comes to it, consumer grade Ryzen 3900X, price to performance are just amazing. I want to get like 3 or 4 more of these sometime soon, but I cannot get anything now because I am actually, if you guys saw my crypto.com Visa thing, I do not have my card anymore. They're sending me a new one and they discontinued this one, even though I was not affected by so-called things, unless they thought, because I just recently purchased those last 3 or 4 rigs, as well as that 3070 that I got at the Best Buy drop and everything on that card. Maybe they thought it was compromised, but that stuff was me. But anyway, they're issuing me a new card, so I do got to wait now a couple weeks for that to come in before I can start looking at stuff. But that's okay, because you know, it gives me time to start building up my ETH and everything, so I can go and purchase that, because that's what I do use my crypto for. I use it to purchase hardware to showcase to you guys and test all these coins out and do all this good stuff and slowly build up my farm. Do we have any questions here? I just kind of yapped away there. Did I even finish my build? Because I kind of went to left field there. But I do plan on making a video on building the 3900X rig, parts, everything needed and whatnot, overclock settings, how to overclock. Will be coming in the future, hopefully early next week here. So single CL, 14 8GB RAM per rig. Yeah, that is all you need. Again, if you haven't seen it, that video is actually should be right here on the screen. Let me try to find it. Where is that screen? Right here. So this one right here, 3900X Raptorium hash rates. If you guys can see that, if you guys can, is my stream all messed up? Let me know here. It's still showing me on the last page, not on my website. So I don't know if I have a huge delay going on here or what's going on, but something pretty crazy happening right now. But yeah, 3900X Raptorium hash rates. I went through CL14 and CL16 RAM, 1 stick as well as 2 sticks, and kind of give you like hash rates through 24-hour tests. I could have done it for a week, but that would have taken a very long time. But I got those tests there, 1 stick, 2 stick, and give you an average hash rate as well as power consumptions. And that'll give you a great idea of how much performance you need. If you want to get away, you want to build a bunch of quick rigs, you know, you just order 2 sticks. You know, you can get 2 rigs together right away, and then eventually down the road, then you can fill everything up with 2 sticks. But to get away with building rigs right off the get-go and get hash rate going, you can get away with 1 stick in each rig and still be very, very profitable, especially with the 3900X. Are you running on liquid nitro? Who's running on liquid nitro? Me? Am I talking fast? Something going on? Let's just get through some of these. Feels amazing. No problems. I have 2. Okay, awesome. I have 2 also. $90 on Amazon yesterday. So remember, these are all Canadian prices that I was kind of showing you guys. So if you're probably 30 to 40% cheaper, you guys in the USA, depending on your used market. People might be watching this being like, okay, I'm cranking my CPUs up. You got to keep that in mind too. What if everything we're showing here is true? What if CPUs do become more profitable? Now you're going to have a whole bunch of miners flocking into CPUs. And then there's going to be a CPU shortage instead of a GPU shortage. And prices are going to be insane through the roof. So right now, CPUs in my mind are like gold. So if you can find them cheap as possible before all the word gets out, before everyone starts buying them, we're like, you're saving a lot of money. Right now is like buying in a crypto winter when it comes to CPUs, because I don't know, I think there may be a big boom coming. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yes, for sure. We also have our the join function on this channel is obviously live. We got our original channel back. So if you want some fancy little doohickey live stream symbols like this and whatnot, join the channel. You know, become a official loyal Rabid miner, and you can get yourself these fancy doohickey symbols to use in live streams and whenever else. Just to point that out. In long run, what mine's better, CPU or GPU? Well, it all depends. Like, let's just take a look at the future here. We're going to do our calculations that we did last time. Okay, we're going to what to mine. Let's go, okay, 63070s. We're going to use that because that's what we're currently using. We're going to go to Ravencoin here. Ravencoin, boom. All right, so here we have the block reward of Raven is also 5,000. Remember, come January, Ravencoin is halving. So right off the get-go in January, you are only going to be getting 2,500 Ravencoin come the drop. So here we go. We're at $15.28, 63070 GPUs. Let's calculate that. What happens? We are down to $6.34 with the current prices come January with the halving on Ravencoin. So yes, everyone's expected Ravencoin price should go up, but it depends on the crypto market. Is Bitcoin going up at the time, or is Bitcoin going down? Every crypto follows Bitcoin. So if we're in a winter, we're going to be making a lot less. If everything's booming and going up, then yes, prices will go up. But right out the get-go, just to show you comparison to right now, we're down to $6.34 if everything moves into January and the halving hits as is. So now we have Ethereum 2.0 coming around the corner here. Now we're going to take a quick look here at difficulty. Where is our Ethereum network hash rate? So we're sitting at 701 terahash. That's pretty insane. So 701 terahash is on there, but a lot is ASICs. They predict about 35 to 40% of the Ethereum network hash rate is currently ASIC driven, and 60% is GPUs. How much truth that? We have no idea. So just to split it down the middle, we're going to go 50%. So we have 701 terahash here. Where is my calculator? So we have 701 terahash. We're going to divide that by 2 to say 50% is GPUs. We now have 350 terahash. Now, we also have to divide that by another 2, or it's 40%, I believe, because of the hash rate crossing over. If you look at it, Ravencoin, like 3060 Ti, 60 mega hash here, about 25, 28. So it's about 40%. So we're going to have to take 40% of 350. So I'm going to get that times it. We're going to times that by 40. So 40% of the Ethereum hash rate is what Ravencoin. So we're looking at about 140 terahash on Ravencoin right now. So if I go to what to mine again, just to see what our current hash rate on Ravencoin is, it is, where are we at here? So we're sitting at 7.6 terahash on Ravencoin. That's pretty insane. So 7.6. So we're going to have to divide that by 7.6 to see what the increase is going to be. So we're looking at an 18 times increase that could be hitting Ravencoin in hash rate. That is pretty insane. Fundwiser, thank you for becoming a loyal Rabid Miner. Now you get access to all those cool little symbols, and I plan on adding more, and I do not know why my nice Ryzen AMD one. It's supposed to come on there and shine up and do all circle fancy stuff, but that's all right. So we're looking at an 18 times hash rate increase. Now we're only going to go 5 times just to show you what kind of impact this is going to have. Remember, 18 times is potentially what could hit Ravencoin, and we're only going to go with a 5 times because it's going to be a lot worse than what I'm about to show you, but we're going with 5 times. So I'm going back into here, Ravencoin, 5 times. So we're going to take this value right here. I'm going to do this on my phone right quick so I'm not swapping all over the place and make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to take, what do we got here? 105,707. So 105,707. I'm going to times that by 5 for a 5 hash. So that's 528,000. So now we're going at 528,535. There we go. You guys ready to see what kind of profits you're making after 5 times the hash rate hits? We are now minus 81 cents per day on 63070 cards, and that's with a 5 times difficulty increase. And we saw what, possibly upwards of 18 times could be hitting, and this is only 5 times. We are now losing 81 cents per day in today's current profits. So let's say yes, the price could definitely go up. How can it go up? But how much are we actually mining? Where is our actual thing? How much are we mining per day? Estimated rewards, hours, 0.6. This is showing we'll mine 15 Ravencoin per day. So if we went to $1, so if Ravencoin would have to go to $1, you'd be getting 15 coins per day. So $15 a day with Ravencoin at $1. That is like a times 6 or 7 price increase from what it is right now. Sure, Ravencoin could go a lot more. It could also go down. I'm just showing you everything based on today with a 5 times increase. We're at 81 cents. But what are we making on Raptorium now? Oh yeah, that's right. We're making $17.86 on 6 3900X CPUs today, and this will not be affected come Ethereum moving over, because CPU is totally different algorithm. Another thing I want to point out, a lot of people say Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic as well will not be GPU mineable sometime in the near future. They do plan on moving over to SHA-3. So that's another coin that's taken off the GPU profitability list. Another, who knows, probably a year or two down the road. But that will become 100% ASIC when they do move to SHA-3. Initially, when they first move, you may be able to mine it decently with CPUs. CPUs can mine SHA-3. But in the end, that network will be fully dominated by ASICs. They are totally working on their own ASICs currently, and once they get them all figured out, worked out, and distributed, SHA-3 will be the next algorithm when it comes to Ethereum Classic. So keep a good watch out for that. Another big question from my previous videos: people are wondering how to sell your Raptorium. So that's a big question a lot of people are curious about. You can just go to the Raptorium.com website and just click on exchanges, and here you will see all the exchanges that are listed on their exchange. So we got Gravix, Quadripro, we got TradeOgre, South Exchange, Dex Trades. You can just click on one, you can see the different pairs. Here obviously it says RTM to BTC. So just take your RTM, swap it over to BTC, transfer it to whatever you do want to use it through. Like say if you're using Crypto.com Visa, you transfer your BTC to there, and then you cash out, put it on your Visa or your bank or however you do plan on doing it. So those are just one of the ways to do it. Same thing with TradeOgre. I believe this is an LTC, so you just transfer everything over to LTC, which you see, yeah, right here. So it's LTC RTM. Swap that over to LTC, move your LTC to wherever you want to go to cash out, and that's where you go that way. So there's different things. Remember, it's an early project. Once bigger exchanges do start enlisting it, once they start adding all these other features onto the coin and the algorithm, you know, the price could go through the roof. Like what happens when Coinbase starts adapting this, when Crypto.com starts adapting it? Like, it's insane. Like Crypto.com, they just adapted, I think as of today or yesterday or something, they adapted SHIB INU. That's pretty insane. Like SHIB of all coins. So I definitely think Raptorium will be listed on these exchanges sometime in the future, and when they do, prices, look out, because we're going to be going to the moon here for sure. Again, I'm not a trader. I don't when I say sell, do this, do that, do not listen to me. Highly speculation. I am the worst trader out there, but I really have good hopes and feelings when it does come to CPU mining, when it does come to Raptorium, because the future is getting pretty crazy here. Now I have been talking away for a while. Let's take a look at our poll. Has it been updated yet? 64% says yes, 8% says no. Oh, we went down to 4% of CPUs are trash, so we lost some there. That's good. Good stuff. Up in the air. We still have 23% up in the air. Again, it is still too early to tell. And one thing I want to point out, don't forget to smash that like button. Yes, don't forget to smash that like button. And one thing I want to point out, when things to look for, because I know everybody is trying to get their hands on GPUs, whether it's scalper prices, non-scalper prices, you know, MSRP, standing in line for hours at Best Buy, hoping for a non-LHR Founders Edition card, you know, all these things. Now, when Ethereum does move over, a lot of people, I think the first month or two is going to be crazy. Very, very crazy. Now, what do I mean by that is people are going to be moving like we showed. All their hash rate will be going to Ergo. All their hash rate will be going to Ravencoin. People are going to be bouncing all over the place, trying to find the next profitable coin. And it is going to take some time for everything to balance out. A lot of people will begin to start selling their GPUs. Now, as a consumer, you got to keep this in mind. We know this is going to happen, so I'm trying to kind of give you guys a heads up to be a smart consumer to get future GPUs. This is what I'm going to do. People are going to start selling GPUs because the profitability is dropping. Now you're going to see a lot of GPUs hit the market. Now don't go and buy them right away. Just don't do it. I know it's going to be very tempting. You'll be like, oh, I found this on the used market. Yes, it's a little over our MSRP. It's a little over MSRP, or it's still overpriced, but they're there. Just wait a while. More and more people will begin selling. More and more people will begin selling. There's going to be a lot of stale GPUs. A couple months down the road, these GPUs will start getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Next thing you know, you are buying full complete rigs for dirt cheap, on sale, discounted warehouse. Boom. All over the used market. So you just got to hold off and wait. Yes, it's going to be very tempting. You're going to see all these GPUs hitting the market, and you're going to be wanting to pick them up. But if you hold out, I guarantee it, they're going to be going down in price, and just wait for it to happen, or you will be wasting a lot of money, especially if you're, and you can also start possibly becoming picky. Myself, you saw efficiency over pure hash rate is insane. Right now we're looking for a pure hash rate because we're just trying to get that mega hash. We're trying to pump everything out onto Ethereum while we still can. But once that turmoil goes over, you're gonna want to run efficient, because like I said, buying a whole bunch of 3080s currently, if you had the choice back then, you could fit 2 gigahash on a 30 amp 240 volt network. Or if you could be picky, I'm speculating if supply was there, if you got all 3060 Ti's, you could fit 2.4 gigahash of 3060 Ti's, and using the same amount of power, you got an extra 400 mega hash. This is where efficiency really comes into play long term. You gotta realize this. Now, right now, we're not really thinking about that. We're like, oh, that card's there, that card's there, I want that card. So kind of keep that out. 6600s, yes, they are supposed to be very good. Now, I think a lot of people are showing 6600 XTs as being in the 60 to what, 75, 80 watt range. I really think they're probably around 100 to 110 watts. A lot of people are adding their system idle into their numbers, which is bringing off more power than what the GPU is actually showing. So I really want to get my hands on the 6600 XT. I really want to test it out, because I think a lot of numbers out there aren't 100% truthful. But again, I don't really know. I just know what you guys know and what we're seeing. But based on how I do my tests and other people do them, we do them a little bit differently, and doing it the way a lot of people are doing them, it looks like I really do think they're using more power than what we're being shown. Anyway, do we have any questions? Do we have anything going on here? What is going on? Makes sense, or change votes maybe. I got 6600 XT at retail, which still sucks, but I want to check it out. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out too, because again, they're supposed to be really efficient. But the one issue I have with AMD cards, and this is the main reason why I didn't crack the hammer and look for like a bunch of 6000 series cards. Let me find out where my what to mine is. Look at this. They have really poor issues. Okay, let's look at a 3060 Ti. Right. Oh, I hate it. What to mine changed everything, so it's kind of a pain. So look at so here we got Ravencoin 27 at 190 plus minus. You know, you could probably get a little more mega hash out of a little less power. Hard to say, but what to mine is fairly close. But look at here, we have 155 mega hash at 130 watts on Ergo. Right on, great, looking good. But what happens if we throw a 5700 XT? AMD cards are not looking too great with Ergo. When it comes to future coins, it looks like Ravencoin and other coins are your only options. Nvidia really does have the performance on all the other algorithms, which is what we really are going to need come after Ethereum does move. Like, let's take a look here. Where are we? I hate how everything is not in order like it used to be. I'm so sorry, guys. So 68, here we are. Look at a 6800 XT on Ergo. 110 mega hash for 150 watts. Wow, no thanks. A 3060 does 110 mega hash at 125 watts. A 3060 is more efficient on Ergo than a 6800 XT. Look at that. Well, I'll go to 3060 right now. The 3060, boom. Here we are, 110, 130 mega hash. Price way cheaper than a 6800. All right, well, let's take a look at oh my gosh, I can't find it. 6700 XT. Here we're doing 80 mega hash for 140 watts on Ergo. Like, AMD does not have the Ergo hash rates. Where's the 5700 XTs? Because I was looking at this thing. Okay, I'll just swap these over, because I do have some 5700 XTs. We're doing 100 mega hash at 130 watts. That's pretty insane. Now, remember, Nvidia cards, you're pretty much doubling it going over to here. Now, where is that 3070? Where's the 3080? Sorry guys, I can't find anything. Everything's just messed up. Here's a 3080, 190 mega hash, 180 watts. Way better than the AMD cards. So AMDs are good. They're pretty good. Also, when it comes to Kapow, I believe the 6800 XT is top 3 in efficiency. But when it comes all rounded, and we are definitely gonna need all rounded cards. That's why I never really dipped into the 6000 AMD or any AMD card for that matter lately, because their Ergo hash rates and other hash rates are not on par performance-wise that as Nvidia cards. Nvidia really is doing something a lot better. I hope AMD's next gen of cards will prove us wrong and become better. But right now, you're really limited on the AMD cards, which is why I'm shooting for strictly Nvidia myself. So I just wanted to point that out as well. 6600 XTs, yes, they're great. Everything's great, but everyone's thinking Ethereum right now. Ethereum. But what happens after Ethereum? I've been thinking Ethereum's not even in the back of my mind anymore. I don't look at Ethereum anymore. Ethereum's going to be gone, done in like 4 to 5 months. Who knows? My head is way past Ethereum at this point. I'm looking at all the other hash rates. I'm looking how cards do on the other coins. I'm looking at how CPUs are doing. I'm looking at how ASICs are doing. This is a crypto mining YouTube channel, not a GPU mining YouTube channel. I'm here to look at what the next profitable thing for mining is going to be for me and for you guys. So I'm out here doing all the research, trying to see what the future of mining, not GPU mining, but what mining is for all of us. Let's keep in mind that ETH probably doesn't have POS ready, nor will they possibly for years. That is very true. Ethereum could definitely be extended again and again. But you also got to remember, Ethereum 2.0 is coming way after the merge. The merge is the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. They pretty much trying to set that in stone, but Ethereum 2, like when people talk about Ethereum 2.0, that's the sharding, that's the full network working, and that's happening probably the end of next year or something. But they do plan on moving the actual proof of work to proof of stake way early, like months and months before ETH2 is actually ready. So when you read a blog, when you read something, keep in mind if they're talking about the merge or if they're talking about ETH2. ETH2 is the full chain working. The merge is the actual transition from proof of work to proof of stake, which they are planning to do early next year. And a lot of people are saying they're pretty much on track to hit that mark. But again, like you said, it could be extended. We have no idea what's going to happen with that. It's coming if you just mindset up other coins. Yeah, like I said, my mindset is way past ETH. I don't care about ETH. ETH is pretty much this is what ETH is doing for me. ETH. Oh, I just got a reply to some 3060 non-LHR cards on Kijiji. Probably a scam. But my mindset, what I'm doing, my Ethereum, you know what? It could go massively high in the future. But look at it. Is it going to go times 2 or is it going to go times 3? It could. But look at Raptorium. Look at Ravencoin. These coins, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff, they're going times 2, times 3. These other coins, which is part of a crypto mining strategy, which I plan on making a video on as well, they could go times 10. They could go times 20. So you're probably better off mining Ravencoin right now. You're probably better off mining something else right now other than Ethereum. Myself, because it's currently the most profitable, I don't have any hodled up Ethereum, honestly. I use my Ethereum to buy my CPUs. I use my Ethereum to do all this stuff, which brings me to another point of a good coin. A good coin is something that has use, and miners bring a lot of use to the coin. Buying and selling, mining it, using it in the real world, transferring it to cash. Using the coin gives it a lot more value. If everyone just mines Ethereum and hodls it and it goes up to the moon, what happens if some big whale comes in, they sell their Ethereum, boom, it's crashed. It's gone, you know? You need a buy and sell mentality, not a hodl and hold and one guy sells and everybody loses out. That's not going to work. So you got to keep in mind your perspective on everything and how it works. So that's what I'm doing. Ethereum is in the back of my mind. A lot of people do other things. Deep Miners, Rabid, great stream, I will share. Hey, thanks a lot. Still better to mine ETH if it's the most profitable, then you could get more yields if you want to hold the smaller caps. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people, you can just mine the most profitable, swap it over to a different coin that you think could moon a lot faster or more. A lot of different crypto mining strategies out there. It's just it all depends on the power that you have. If you're running on solar, just your own mentality, research you've done on your own. Everyone does something different. So it's all up to you how you actually do it. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm doing. I use my Ethereum. I get my hardware. I support my YouTube channel through all my Ethereum. That's pretty much the only way I'm affording all this is through my mining. And then I just get more hardware to showcase for you guys. Meanwhile, I'm putting my mind way past ETH and seeing what could happen in the background. I trade all crap coins to BTC. BTC is definitely a strong one. That is for sure. Okay, now I gotta scroll up here and see what all I miss in the chat. Are there any questions? Any ats on me? Remember, we do have all the super chats open. We do have the join function to become a royal Rabid miner like Fudweiser did do. Did he use his fancy new icons? I didn't even notice. I did see him say this is cool, but I did not see any fancy icons being popped up yet. How do you get 73 volts and pull with 38 viewers? I don't know. Like I said, somebody probably just rolled in here, took off. What are we doing on our likes to dislikes? So we have 47 viewers and 43 likes, so please smash that like button. And if you want to check out any of my blogs too, like I said, I updated my old website here. You can see I got my hat right here. I got a new hat. I got to order this one. I haven't tried it out yet. We got all my YouTube stuff, my blog posts, NVIDIA's LHR cracked. We got the CMP 170 post I posted, 3900X Raptorium hash rate going on here. I got all sorts of stuff. I got crypto mining hardware, which I got to update on my website as well because I don't have all the links fully there yet. Got a nice little donations tab, and of course my merch tab there if you do want to support the channel and purchase Rabid Mining merch. It's all through my website as well. Have you considered trying to solo Monero again? I thought about it. I actually went over to Monero Ocean a couple days ago, which was another reason why I almost didn't get my payout, because I threw every rig I had on the Monero Ocean to test it out to see how profitable it might be, and it was putting me at about $6 after a couple hours. I was like, okay, I was getting way more in Raptorium. Sure, it probably would have went up a bit, but Raptorium, it was starting to go up and everything was going crazy on it. So I just swapped everything right back to Raptorium. I did not give Monero Ocean technically another fair chance on that. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever get another fair chance because right now Raptorium is just looking too good. Honestly, in my own mind. Don't forget to smash the like. They all suck. BTC has the most use case, especially since Lightning. Everyone wants to play the scamming NFT manipulation game, but no one wants to make a BTC node and use that. That is very true. BTC is BTC is the OG. It's the original. It's the one. Anything under it is technically an altcoin. Ethereum wants to argue that point dramatically, but it is an altcoin. Just face it. Anything under BTC is an altcoin. Bitcoin is the OG. It is the coin. And unlike Ethereum and all these other things, yes, Ethereum is deflationary now and all this, but Ethereum is unlimited. There's never going to be an endless supply of Ethereum. There's no end to it. If they need Ethereum, they mint more Ethereum. If some billionaire comes in and buys Ethereum, that Ethereum is going to be there for them to buy. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it will maximize out. It will be minted. There will be a last coin. Then all of a sudden it'll only be transactions and it'll be harder and harder to get that. The price will go up, up, and up. So Bitcoin, it has an end. Well, not an end to the coin, but an end to being minted. So that's a totally different perspective that Ethereum does not have. Ergo is following the same mainframe as Bitcoin, except they are doing it twice as fast. So like they said, within 8 years of when the coin first released with all the halvings and everything, Ergo will be fully minted, all coins distributed within 8 years. So we only have like 6 or 7, I think 5 or 6 years now left of Ergo. So it'll start happening and everything soon too. Again, those profits are going to start dropping. But again, we could see a massive price increase. I currently got my 3060s and 4GB cards on Ergo actually. And I noticed the hash rate has, okay, this is, that is the wrong one. Where is, I don't have it here. I have to click on this. I have to go to Wooly. There we go. Here's my Ergo. I'm making about 0.5 every 24 hours. Actually, we're down to 0.2 now. Difficulty's coming up. So I'm down to 0.294. The other day, it's usually about 0.5 Ergo per 24 hours, but it has been coming down. Not too bad, though. I did see something I wanted to point out here, and that is... I totally butchered. Oh, there's my website. Where is... Okay, I can't find it. There we go. Flexpool. I did get my first payout of Chia. That was exciting times. I just noticed that this morning. I looked and like, oh wait, I got a payout. So you can see my unpaid balance started off. I'm gonna go to my payments. Can you guys actually see this? Is my screen all messed up? I tend to do that a lot, as you guys know. Okay, it looks like we're full screen here. So yeah, I got a payment of $21.57. It said it took about 1 month. So we'll see until I got it 1 day ago. So I got it yesterday. 0.1 XCH 2156. 14 terabytes, so not too bad. Very power friendly, but the ROI on this is probably going to be like 30 years. Don't recommend Chia mining unless you're rich or something. All right, do we have any questions for me, guys? Have to go. Thanks, man, for the stream. Keep up the good work. Dream Crypto Mining. Yes, thank you for showing up. Tomorrow, hopefully, we do have some rig picks. Last Sunday, I got busy. My parents were over, so I did not have my Sunday stream, but we should be all live, ready to roll for tomorrow. Actually, I don't even know if we'll do rig picks tomorrow. If you're new to the channel or just checking this out later, please subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. Links are in the description because we do definitely need you to post your rig picks so we can all look at them on our Sunday streams. But tomorrow, I was thinking about maybe pulling out my 3060 LHR version 2 card, and maybe on the live stream, we'll be going through that thing. We'll test it together. You guys can give me some of your settings, use your guys' head as well as my head. We'll piece it together and see what kind of hash rates we can come across with, the MB miner, the G miner, running it on Ethereum, look at the power consumptions. We'll try it on Ergo. We'll just do a whole bunch of tests on a 3060. I was thinking about possibly doing that tomorrow, but let me know. Do you guys like to see something like that? Something live testing I've never done a live testing video or live stream yet, so we'll see. Which Raptorium wallet do you suggest? I am just using the current Raptorium wallet. Let me just load it up right quick. Where is Raptorium? Where? Oh, I don't even have it in here, I don't think. Raptorium wallet, where are you? Programs, wallets. Here we go. Wallets. Raptorium right here. Okay, here we go. I'm using the default one that they have on their website. I also have the Zelcore wallet up here, but I have not used it yet. Is this thing gonna open for us? Oh, yeah. Sometimes it takes a little while to open, but that's okay. Let's let that open up. Uh-oh, I'm closing everything out and I'm messing up my whole stream. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're all up. We're live. Okay, our Raptorium wallet is opening. So we'll see it. Now it has to do, it's 12 days behind currently. So I guess it's been 12 days since I opened it. And we'll have a look exact. Whose wallet is this? Is this my wallet? Overview, balance. Oh yeah, that's right. So far in my wallet, I have 170,498. So actually, let's see. Let's let this thing update. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. We'll see what my total payout balance is, and then we'll take a look, see how much I actually have CPU mined in the current profitabilities here. What is our price at currently? Close the exchange, close that exchange, get rid of our calculator. See you later, Chia. All right, let's do a refresh here. What's the price at? Oh, we're back up. Look at that. 0, what am I? Yeah, that's USD. Oh, this is gonna look nice, guys. This is gonna look nice. Let's see. Come on, update. 12 days behind still. Come on, we need some payouts. I guess I can just look at the pool and see what my total payouts were. Where is my R-Plant? I am using R-Plant pool. Let's take a look. My total payments are 273,518. So 273,518. 273,518. 273,518. So I've mined 530 USD so far in the past month and a half. Remember, I only had like 1 or 2 CPUs on this for the first month, and I just recently got like these 6 2 weeks ago. So pretty insane. Now, what is that in Canadian dollars? Canadian, boom. So that's 676 Canadian I've mined. Is what I totally have for Raptorium currently. I still have a little bit more in the pool that has to mature and everything and pay out, but for the most part, we're sitting at $676 worth of Raptorium in my wallet, if all that goes according to plan. So I guess we don't have to let this sink. I'll do that later. Yes, you're closing down. See you later. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm using the Zelcore wallet. Yeah, I got the Zelcore. I have it set up, but I haven't put anything into it yet. So we'll see what happens. I might start using it. I might just hold everything to my one wallet. And one thing I do want to point out too about Raptorium, I didn't really mention in any of my videos, was if you're aware with how the payouts work on Ravencoin, you want to try to you don't want short little payouts, which is why I'm not using some of the pools that are on there. Let's take a look at some of the pools here. So Raptorium pools. So like example, I believe our pool, they only have you can't change your pool payments. Everyone was recommending me to use our pool, not our plant and other things, but I went to try some of the other ones and they only have like 50 RTM payouts and this, and that's what every time you hit 50 they pay out every hour, and they'll pay you at 50. So imagine me, I'll be getting paid every hour. Like, it'll be insane. So how Kapow works, like with Ravencoin, how this network kind of coins based off kind of like BTC, whole bunch of smaller payments, they start filling up the block, so they all come into the same transition. So later on down the road, say you had like 200,000, you wanted to move somewhere, you will get an error saying not too much space, there's not enough room in the block or something for it. That's why you need less payouts of larger amounts. That way you can fit more and more transactions into the block instead of a whole bunch of little transactions into the block. So it's pretty insane how that actually plays out. So you got to keep an eye on that. That's why I'm doing this. Eventually, once I get all my numbers worked out, I would like to move over to possibly weekly payments instead of daily payments. That way, you know, I can kind of like cram more of those transactions in together even more. Because what happens if this thing hits $5, $20, $100? You know, you have 100 million Raptorium, you're gonna have to do it in 100 million transactions to try and sell and cash something out. So I'd like to squeeze as many as that into one small transaction as possible. That way you can move more coins at one single time. Just a word of thoughts out there, where how the transactions kind of work with Raptorium as well as how they work with Ravencoin. If you're unaware about Ravencoin, that's how they work. So you always want to get longer transactions instead of quick daily transactions or hourly transactions or something when it comes to these certain coins. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Midnight Miner, you missed everything. I gave away like 4 CPU rigs, and I was giving someone else away my workstation. Like, we had a crazy giveaway going on and you missed it. I'm just kidding, man. You didn't really miss, but we were just talking about CPU mining, GPU mining, network hash rate, Ethereum 2.0, a whole bunch of things that'll happen. Pretty much the same stuff we usually do talk about on these live streams. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh, one thing I see, a little update to most of you subscribers out there that have been subscribed to the channel for quite some time and giving me your support and everything. I just wanted to feel like I should bring you guys an update on what's happening. Yes, our new channel is back, but we do not have our discoverability back. Now, what I mean by that, the discoverability is when YouTube, shows your videos to other people, pushes it out there, so ultimately it leads to more people watching your videos and stuff. So we do not have that again. It's almost like even though we have all our videos and stuff back and their subscribers, we don't have that discoverability. So I really love it if you guys could share the videos that you like on Facebook, Reddit, whatever, just to try to get the word back out there that the channel is back and help bring people to me. It's almost like a self-promotion thing. But what I mean by that is because previously, usually 5 to 10% of my viewers were the subscribers, and 80 to 90% were other people viewing and everything, right? So now, looking at everything for the past couple of weeks since the channel was back, 90 to 95% of the viewers are actually the subscribers, which is all you guys, which I'm totally grateful. Don't think this is going the wrong way. I thank all you guys that's been a supporter and value of the channel. It's much appreciated, so much. But I'm just trying to point out here the way YouTube is working, that 90 to 95% of you guys are now the viewers, and 5 to 10%, according to analytics, are people that are not subscribed. So thank you to all you guys, subscribers and everything that have been watching the channel. Much appreciated, as YouTube has not pushed us out. So we're growing very slowly. At this time, predicted before the channel went down, we were projected to be sitting probably around the 25 to 26,000 subscriber mark by I think by the end of September is what it was subscribing. So now we're sitting a little over the 9,000 mark, which is still pretty good, not too bad. The other channel was picking up momentum and starting to do good as well. So I just want to point that out and throw all that you guys, so you guys know how the channel is kind of rolling and how it works, because without its community there would be no channel. So I am not here without you guys. It's technically how this works. So I just thought I'd just update how everything is working for my channel, just so you guys know, if you guys even cared about it at all. All right, do we have any questions or anything anybody would like to see? Now, I have no idea what's going on. I think my stream is extremely delayed. What are you guys seeing on the screen compared to what I'm talking to? Like, on my screen, I'm still flipping through what to mine, but I've been sitting here talking for like 5 minutes, so I don't know if there's a massive delay in the video or what's really going on here. But okay, do we have any ads here? Are there any questions I have missed? What is everybody up to? What's our liked viewer count? 54 likes, 38 viewers. So obviously we lost a bunch of people. I'm sorry I got so boring. You forgot Twitter. What about Twitter? Anyone see Newegg selling L3 Plus and L3 Plus Plus the other day for like $11.50? I have not, but you got to be careful, because a lot of Newegg does, just like Walmart and some other places, they do allow third-party sellers on their site, and I don't know what their policy is, but it could possibly, be a scam. I doubt they'd allow scammers on those major sites like that, but you never know. You never know what could happen. So just be really careful when seeing stuff purchased by third-party sellers. You said massive delay. That dude has like no miners anymore. What? Who has no miners? The Midnight Miner. What are we talking about? He makes more for commercials than mining. Deep miners. Who we talk about? What's going on here? Dave Collins, eBay. Sometimes 850, 900. I was just amazed that Newegg had them in stock. Oh, I see. It's all about him pushing crap to others now. Who we talking about? Nope. We talking about this Dave Collins guy? I don't know who that is, I don't think. I don't know what's going on. Everything's going over my head. I missed half the chat. What's happening? 5950X. Oh, I still got to do. It's hard for me to actually test out the 5950X that I do have, because it's in my workstation. So I got my 3080 in there. I got fans all over the place in there. I got RGB stuff going. I got an AIO. So total system mining RTM and Ethereum with my 3080, I'm sitting around 400 watts, 410. Now total system, when I had the 3900X in here, which we know it was averaging 97 watts or something, it was doing about 395 to 405. So really, I have not seen too much. So 5950 versus the 3900X when mining, I'm only seeing like maybe an extra 5 to 10 watts increase on my 5950X. Again, I'm using CL16 RAM. I plan on possibly looking for some CL14 RAM. I am going to have to bite the bullet because it's my workstation, which I use for YouTube video rendering, playing games and everything else. I'm going to have to go with the 32 gig versions. Like I said, you do not need 32 gigabytes of RAM for crypto mining. You could probably get away with 2 sticks of 4 gigabyte to make a total of 8 gigabyte. You do not need that much to actually mine with, but this is my workstation. I don't know what the 5000 series react differently with the RAM, so I'm going to have to go through an all series of testing with this thing, with CL14, overclock it, unoverclock it, do everything all over again that I did with all my other stuff, because this is my first 5000 series CPU, and it's my first, 5950X bracket, top of the line, 16 core, 32 thread machine. As well, a lot of people were talking about when they were mining Raptorium, they let a thread or two free, for it. I mine 100%, 32 threads, full bore on my CPUs, even on my workstation, and I have no issues running my workstation while it's mining with full 32 threads mining Raptorium. I can edit my videos. I can't render them. It slows right down. I can render them technically, but it slows it right down. So I do shut it off for rendering and whatnot for gaming. But when it comes to viewing and editing the videos and whatever else, I can totally keep the CPU mining on 32 threads and have no issues running my workstation while it mines max capacity. 3950X is just as good as the 50. Yes, for sure. 3950X is totally good. Now, the reason why I went with the 5950X over the 3950X, even though I said 3000 series is better bang for buck, is because I found this thing for only $800, which is cheaper than a 3950X at the time. That is the only reason why I did this. I don't recommend to go out and get 5000 series. I, again, still recommend the 3000. Just that if the price is there, why not? How much does the 5950 make on Raptorium? It is not that much of an increase, really. When I'm running the efficient settings, I'm only up 400 to 700 hashes. That's it. But again, I'm only using the CL16 RAM, and the 14 did see a little bit of an improvement over the 16. Not too much, but I might be able to get an extra kilohash or something above a 3900X running this one. But again, I don't know until I actually upgrade the RAM, and I do plan on actually upgrading the RAM in this workstation because I have no idea what happens with the 5000 series. Midnight Miner troll. Who's troll? What's going on? I'm missing everything. What's everybody doing? Man from Atlantis. They are pretty close. 5950X is a little better. How much does the 5950X? We went through that. You can get for like 800 USD or so. Yeah, I do not know the USD prices. Again, I'm from Canada. You can get, see, there we go. 5950X USD. You got it for 800. I got this for 800 Canadian. So let's just do a conversion and see what that looks like. 800 CAD to USD. So in the US, I got this for $626. So even in the US, that's looking like a pretty amazing price deal right there. Looks like I got enough for 4 rigs, plus I am adding GPU. Let me just jump to the prices here. Uh-oh. Where's my thing? There we go. Bam. There we go. Back on my website, back on our prices here. We can kind of watch everything tick around. Oh, sorry guys, I had a little bit of a hiccup. Okay, do we have any questions, guys? How long time is it? 12:09, little over an hour. So we'll just do some last minute questions here before we do wrap this up and check it out. Let me know and see how the CPU mining business is going on. Imagine this time next week, what if Raptorium is at like a cent? That'd be pretty insane, don't you think? Midnight Miner, US $5 donation. Thank you very much. You didn't even have a comment, just straight up $5. Thanks a lot, man. You are much appreciated. I'm gonna talk to possibly GPU risers here and see if we can get some type of giveaway going on, because what are we, 700 subs away from 10,000. So I'm not sure what we're going to do at 10,000 subs, but I'll try to talk to GPU risers and see if we can get some type of riser giveaway or something happening. I run 4K gaming though with the 3080, and my OLED is 120 hertz, so my 3900X is fine for that. I'm not CPU bound, I'm GPU bound. Interesting. Hold on. I seen something on that GPU bound. I can't remember what it was. Never mind. Forget about it. I don't want to sound like an idiot because I totally forgot half the stuff that I wanted to say. But there, I saw this argument somewhere where a lot of people are getting massive monitors that, now if you get a super high refresh rate monitor and then it starts saying, you know, your GPU or something is running at 100%, so then you start thinking you're GPU bound. Or if it's something about your CPU and your GPU are only running at like 70%, but something's not going right, your frames are right, you can actually become monitor bound on your benchmarks, and a lot of people don't know that. And unless, so if your GPU is running 100% and your CPU is running way less, then you know you're starting to run GPU bound. That's your bottleneck. And if your CPU starts hitting 100% and your GPU is barely at anything, you know, then you're coming CPU bound. But now if both are kind of running under 100%, you should still be getting more performance. So if you're kind of seeing an issue like that, you're starting to become monitor bound, and running too much hertz and refresh rates and all that, and monitors that can't really produce what they're supposed to can start hindering your performance as well. So a lot of people say, oh, I need a better GPU or I need a better CPU. And really the whole thing could just be based on your monitor. But that's a whole different topic altogether. And I'm not even sure if I got that right, but there's something out there. I can't remember how it went. But yeah. Higher refresh, like 240 hertz monitors will usually be CPU bound, not GPU bound. Higher refresh means more CPU power needed. Yes, that is very true. Where we at? Red Panda is live now. Oh, is he really? Panda is live. Let's see. We'll have a look. Where is my YouTube? Close. Boom. Let's take a look. See where Red Panda's at. Oh, we're live too. Check it out. We're live. So here's Red Panda. All right. So I'm going to post a link. I guess everyone can head over to check out Red Panda here. We're going to copy that. You guys can all check out Red Panda. Be sure to say Rabid Raid. Rabid's the best, and you know, all that other stuff there. Oh, I hit that in the wrong thing. All right. Everyone go join it. Thanks for showing up. Please, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up button. Join the Discord. Links are in the description. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. Rabid out. And join Panda.
No matter what you have to read, we could all use a second pair of eyes to help us retain information and put our best foot forward. Enter Speechify, a reading assistant powered by artificial intelligence and deep learning, and designed consciously for